The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On first down, Ford. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Ford. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. It's making it the number 4. It brings up 4th down now. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry for James Conner. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make them.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off play action. Ford. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year? Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Murray. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Murray going to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And he's got it inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Connor. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. 4. It's caught. Smith. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. Back to throw. Ford. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here in the middle of the field.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Kick is right there. It's good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that. But let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before break. Ford. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And the Texans will take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ford. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Called down look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Taking it about the 16. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards.
And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Ford.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced a mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they start in the best of all positions. 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
And now out comes Houston.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taken in at the 22. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Murray now.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Ford over the middle, complete. It's Smith.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Connor. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston set to take over. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. Ford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find Davis. That's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw. Ford. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Ford. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed absolutely have to get it, they still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Again, a run with Connor. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Murray to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. A couple more minutes and maybe the outcome